Alright guys, so with the new addition of the Crystal Gems for Sea Fairy Cookie as well as Black Pearl and the new addition of Peppermint Cookie, I wanted to update the August 2023 PvP Arena tier list. And of course, once again guys, this is going to be based on my opinion as well as my experience. That is going to be coming from playing the arena and testing out different teams. And of course, just keep in mind that the tier list is going to be a general guideline of where the cookies are inside of the meta. It's not going to 100% signify whether they're going to be used in comps or not. So just keep that in mind, and also try to listen to the explanation that I have in why I'm placing some of these cookies in certain tiers. Anyways guys, without further ado, let's go into the tier list here, starting off with the D tier. And these cookies are the ones that you pretty much don't want to invest in, and they're not really going to be used anywhere inside of the arena right now. And right away, starting off, it's going to be Sonic, Tails, Fig, as well as pastry. We got Chili Pepper, Dark Choco, Lilac, Kumio, Raspberry, Sparkling, Snow Sugar, Tiger Lily, as well as Black Raisin. Alright, so these cookies did once have their time inside of the meta for some of them. Alright, not all of them, but they're now going to be one of those cookies that they're just really outdated. They don't fit the arena, and they're just not going to perform very well if you guys are using them. Alright, unless you're in, like, I don't know, chocolate or bronze or silver, maybe then you guys can actually use them. But besides that, you don't really want to use them. Alright, next one is going to be C tier. They're average. They still can be used here and there sometimes, but in most cases they're going to get outperformed by other cookies that can do their jobs better. And for the C tier, starting is going to be Strawberry Crepe as well as Cocoa. We got Moon Rabbit, we got Cherry Blossom, we got Poison Mushroom, we got Mint Choco, we got Twizzy Gummy, we got Lilac, as well as Candy Diver and Affogato. So starting from C tier, you're going to see some cookies move up and down here now, especially with the meta slightly changing. There hasn't been too much meta changes recently with the new update, because the Crystal Gems as well as Peppermint, and you know, they're just like not super OP, but because it does have an impact in the meta, there's some cookies that go up and down here starting now. So you guys can see that some of them are missing. And now onto the B tier, it's gonna be Royal Margarine as well as Tartatan. We got Eclair, Milk Cookie with the Magic Candy, we got Almond, we got our Caramel Arrow, Pomegranate, Carol, Macaron, we got Espresso with the Magic Candy, Oyster, Rye with the Magic Candy, Profit, as well as Cream Unicorn. Alright, so some of these cookies, you know, you guys can see that has come up from the C tier to B tier now, and some of that has come down from A tier to B tier. And these cookies are average. They can still be used, but in most cases right now, they're probably not going to be generally used, because they're just better cookies that do AoE damage, which is area damage. There's better cookies that do weakness debuffs. There's better cookies that heal and give buffs and stuff like that. So these cookies are okay. They can be used. They can make a comp out of, but probably not going to be used as often as you guys see. So one of the reasons why I brought Almond up is because we're slowly seeing Almonds come back here and there, depending on players. But I will have to say it's probably not going to happen for most. So that's why I just brought Almond up to B tier. And now moving on to the A tier, you're going to see some familiar faces here. And it's going to be Queen of Man, Milky Way, Pumpkin Pie, as well as Crunchy Chip, Sorbet, Cotton. And we do have Clotted Cream, Latte with the Magic Candy. We got Red Velvet, Dark Cacao, Financier, as well as Pinecone. So you guys can see the members of the Summoner comps are coming back. And the reason why I'm bringing back the Summoner comps and putting them higher right now is because of the fact that they are being used specifically to target T-Night comps. Alright, there's a lot of T-Night comps, and they are going to be really, really good in countering them. Yes, there are other counters, but I'll have to say out of the ones that I've tested out so far, these are like the best ones. And out of them, it's gonna be Pumpkin Pie as well as Crunchy, tanking for the team. We got Cotton, constantly healing and buffing up the summoners. But the main core members are going to be the others that I'm gonna mention inside of the meta, as well as SS and the S. All right, but Sorbet also is performing pretty darn well inside of the arena. There are people trying to use Sorbet because of the the true damage that they were able to do, as well as because there's a lot of different tanks going on inside of the arena, especially with T-Night. All right, but with that out of the way, guys, you guys can see these are going to be the ones that are going to be part of some comps, not going to be for most. But let's go on to now the meta tier. and let me show you guys exactly what I think about the meta right now and some of the cookies that you guys might want to focus on. And of course, if you want specific comps, all right, which is very, very important rather than slapping on all the meta cookies together and thinking that it's going to be a team, you might want to watch some of the videos that either I post or that is going to be posted online and shared by you guys, by other players. But let's get into the meta tier here, guys. And starting off, it's going to be, of course, HyRoolLegend. We got T-Knight with the Magic Candy. We got Pattaya. We got Moonlight. We got Stardust. Black Pearl with the Crystal Gem now. We still have Sherbet here. We have our Shining Glitter, Rockstar, our Snapdragon, as well as Parfait with the Magic Candy. So out of the meta cookies that were added last time in the updated one, the only one that has come up to the meta right now is going to be Black Pearl with the Magic Candy. And you guys probably know why I'm putting Black Pearl in the meta section is because of the fact that, yes, she is not going to be like super out, like broken like Pattaya as well as Moonlight and Stardust when they first came out. However, she does perform well on par with those cookies. And compared to Sea Fairy, without a doubt, she's going to be the better option for the arena right now. And all the other cookies are still part of the meta greatly. I would say the one that you might have to watch out for is probably going to be someone like Moonlight as well as Sherbet, as well as maybe Shining Glitter. Shining Glitter is still being used here because of the fact that she has a unique buff of the Shining Glitter buff, which is going to decrease the amount of crit damage your cookies are going to take, as well as the Zap, which kind of does crazy damage here and now. And then also Moonlight. Moonlight is kind of just being not used as much because now there's different options like Stardust Black Pearl combo, there's Stardust Moonlight combo, there's Stardust Sherbet combo, there is Black Pearl and Sherbet combo and stuff like that. There's different variations. That's why it seems like Moonlight is being pushed out of the meta, but she's still going to be really, really good, guys. And I'll have to say the other ones, you guys probably just you know the reason why. Even without me telling you the reason why, you're probably going to be like, oh yeah, these guys are meta because they're literally everywhere right now. Especially these three right over here, Rockstar as well as Snapdragon and Parfait with the Magic Candy. There's just going to be a variation of all of them. There's not going to be other like necessarily healers as well as supports that are going to be greatly used inside of the arena because they just do the job so well. All right. And then HyRoolLegend is like in 98% of all the teams inside of the arena right now that are in the top ranks, without a doubt. Like, she's one of the best tanks. T-Knight, one of the best clutch mechanisms inside of the one-shot comp. And just in general, there's just the quote-unquote T-Knight comp, right? T-Knight comps are insane. You have to deal with a specific team, and I'll have to say, one of the harder ones to deal with right now, and very, very good Magic Candy that was added onto him. We got Pattaya, still really amazing as a dragon, and Sherbet, kind of here and there, just going back and forth now, still trying to counter Pattaya and such, but because Black Pearl has been added, we might see a little less of him, but without a doubt, Stardust, though, is going to be seen everywhere, almost everywhere. All right, so with that, guys, that's going to be my meta list, all right? But now moving on to the SS tier here, guys, it's going to be Space Donut. We are getting Brute back in here. We got our Capsaicin, Squid Ink with the Magic Candy. We got Captain Caviar. Blueberry Pie is coming back up here. We have Black Lemonade. We have Sea Fairy with the Crystal Jam. We got Frost Queen. We got Pure Vanilla as well as BTS. All right, so two cookies that I will have to say may kind of have to come down, maybe not. Might have to watch out for. It's going to be Frost Queen as well as Pure Vanilla within this tier right now. Because they are still being used. Frost comps are being used here and there to deal with certain comps like a fire tank comp, which is going to be the Pattaya, Capsaicin, as well as HyRoolLegend, and Pure Vanilla being used here and there for that comp too, but it's going to be a lot less. The reason why I still have BTS up in SS tier is because BTS is still one of the better supports out there, especially if you don't have someone like Snapdragon or someone like Parfait leveled up and you have BTS. You guys can still use BTS. And then now moving on to the other cookies, you guys can see this is one-shot comp here. We're bringing Brute back is because Brute is actually being used in a lot of other one-shot comps that are not going to utilize someone like Space Donut. So it is essentially to stun the enemies before they're able to use any buffs or anything like that. So Brute is actually being used a lot. Capsaicin still being used here as a secondary tank to counter some certain one-shot comps and things like that. We actually have Blu-ray Pie back because Blu-ray Pie is being used a lot right now with someone like Frost Queen, someone like Sea Fairy, someone like Moonlight, someone like Hollaberry, someone like Brute even. All right, and using sometimes with Rockstar. If not, you guys just literally just stun them and just one-shot them. But Blu-ray Pie is coming back. All right, so I'll have to say SS tier, absolutely insane damage if you guys can use her right. We have Black Lemonade, who is gonna be great in dealing with a lot of the tanks. Still, the Shining Glitter Black Lemonade comp is absolutely amazing. We got Sea Fairy with the Crystal Jam. I put her at SS tier. She is definitely better than she used to be, but she needs a lot of work in order for her to be better, and if she really wants to be part of the meta with her new Crystal Jam. She needs at least level 15 minimum, I'll have to say, and then plus 20 will probably make her better, and plus 30 will probably make her even better. But in reality, that's not going to happen for most players anytime soon, so that's the reason why I'm putting her in SS tier with the new update being out for about less than a week now. Alright, so that's going to be the SS tier, and the rest of them are going to be Madeline Cookie with the Magic Candy, we got Molotov with the Magic Candy, Purple Yam with the Magic Candy, we got Werewolf with the Magic Candy, we also have Wildberry here, Mango Cookie with the Magic Candy, I'll have to say Prune Juice here, as well as Vampire with the Magic Candy, Cream Puff with the Magic Candy, we got Peppermint, as well as Herb. Alright, so some of these cookies are being used as secondary tank. We still have attack speed comps being used here and there, as well as Werewolf is pretty good here too. We still have Wildberry up here, Wildberry with or without the Magic Candy, I have to say. I forgot to add that part in, but yeah, still a decent tank. I'll have to say one of the best epic tanks to be used, not only for the arena but also for the other side as well, but this one is PvP, right? And then we have Mango Cookie with the Magic Candy. Mango is a lot better than he used to be, all right, I have to say, and he can be used in certain comps, but even without it, like if you generally just stick him on to a team with the Magic Candy, he'll perform decently well. We got Prune Juice. Prune Juice is one of the best right now in dealing with T-Knight along with Stardust, all right, so I have to say that's the reason why Prune Juice is still S tier here, guys. We got Vampire with the Magic Candy, still decent, very good in dealing with a lot of the back rows, but not as good as he used to because how tanky some of the cookies are. Damage resist buff, debuff immunity, all of those craziness that has going on. And we got Cream Puff with the Magic Candy, as well as Peppermint. So Peppermint is a solid support. However, the reason why I'm putting Peppermint S tier is because these cookies right here, and even BTS and Pure Vanilla, just does the job of Peppermint either better or just right on par with Peppermint, all right? And I'll have to say, the 17-second cooldown is really what it kills Peppermint in my opinion, and it makes it harder for you to use the skill, just like how we used with Rockstar, as well as someone like Parfait, and especially because even though Snapdragon has a longer cooldown, because Snapdragon is a safeguard compared to someone like Peppermint, Snapdragon could constantly use the skill without any interruption. However, Peppermint does have that, so I'm putting Peppermint in S tier as of right now, and Herb S tier now, because you're definitely going to see a lot less herbs being used in the Tri Healer, because there's just a lot of different ways to deal with herb, and with Black Pearl now being added and having that Abyss Terror or the Terror of the Abyss, you're just going to probably see a lot less herb being used to purify those damage, and then absolutely nuking your team along with someone like Stardust. All right, so there you guys go. This is gonna be the conclusion of the August 2023 PvP tier list. And again, guys, this is a general overview and the general strength of the cookies inside of the arena as more of individual wise. And I'll have to say, for specific comps, for specific teams, which is very important for the higher level arena, I would recommend you guys to go watch specific team comp videos to see their toppings, as well as the reason why some of the cookies are being used and how they are being used as well, and against certain comps. But thank you guys for watching. Let me know down in the comments below if you guys have anything that you guys would like to change, disagree on, agree on, or anything like that. But yeah, good luck with your arena climbing, guys, and I'll see you guys all on the next one.